Previously on the second arc. And you see Boss Hog comes walking over to you, Yurik, and he's, did you get things sorted out with Max then? I saw you went walking over there.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good conversation. Max has got a pretty level head. I tried to get them to give the go-ahead to just go on out, and they said they would be more comfortable if we waited for They're going to do a small group here in a couple days, and I think we were going to tag along that.
Storm or the sub pump.
It's the storm or the shitter. It's one or the
other. Oh man. All right, so where we left off last time was you all had just left the Ark and were heading out into the zone to go on your expedition to find the whatever it was that came shooting out of the sky and seemed to hit off in the west somewhere. You have a few extra people with you. Toad is with you. But also Max. Oh, wait, not Max. I'm sorry. Susie, Stinky Pete, Frank, and Percy are with you. Along with Toad and the normal Gasper, Titus, Demeter, and Yorick. So, in case you forgot, Susie is the one that's the enforcer for Max. Then she kind of sent him along. That's the same one that Kyle hates, that Yorick hates.
Yep, I literally have written down no likey next to Susie.
Stinky Pete. We all know Stinky Pete. Frank is the stalker. And Percy is the chronicler that they sent along with you all.
May I have spent a couple of bullets?
Sure. That was kind of what I wanted to say. Like, did anybody spend in the in-between time your bullets that I allowed for the in-between time purchasing?
So, as a person who also has a butcher ability, I should probably own a simple knife.
That would make sense. Yeah.
And then I would also like to own pots and pans.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Give you a bonus on that roll for cooking, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much do you want? 2 or 3 bullets for that?
I'm going to say 3.
Okay.
Take the higher amount.
Yeah, because I was going to say pots and pans was 1 or 2, so that's why I was curious.
Yeah, yeah.
I just spent mine on food.
You bought food with yours?
I bought food.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. So the number of zones away from where you guys are starting, it's like the spot where they'd kind of pinpointed as where they think it was is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 squares over. So that's a pretty decent amount of travel. Now, the way that the travel works in the zone is each one of those squares is going to be a 4-hour period of time, right? Except for ones you've already been in. You can go through those in an hour. Like if you've already explored it, you can pass right through it in an hour if you so choose. Unless, for example, you wanted to stop at Lay Foods, which is one of the ones you would be passing through, presumably. And then it would be, you could do that. You'd have to spend more time if you wanted to look around and try to get more food at Lay Foods.
Also, just an FYI, next time we do a ARC projects, we should buy spade shovels.
Or make them.
Yes.
Or make them.
Correct.
Spend the time to make them. Yeah, that's the other option. All right, so did anybody else buy anything in the in-between time other than food? Chris, did you purchase anything?
Same as Jeremy, food and water.
Okay.
I believe I empathed enough to get back to 0 for the trip.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think you did anything weird in the last couple days that would warrant having that damage still.
I'm already down 2 wits. Let's do it.
Yeah, all you need is rest, a good night's sleep, and you'll be fine. It's a good thing it's the first thing in the morning that you guys are all heading out. So it being summertime, I'm gonna presume that it's gonna be 4-hour periods of quote daylight end quote. You know what I mean? Like for as far as travel goes, it's the easiest way to do it. So because we are like pretty much smack dab summertime, so it's going to be longer. Okay. And I know it's not going to completely be a full 4-hour period of it on either end, but it's like just the easiest way to do it. Unless you guys you think it's only going to be or something else. If I'm wrong about that, Jeremy, keep looking at it weird. Are
you trying to introduce daylight savings time to our game?
No, I'm introducing the amount of daytime that there is. That's all I'm introducing. Mutant light savings time.
Does that amount change?
But no, I mean, I figure that like there'll be an 8-hour period of like it's fucking night. You know what I mean? And then like bookended by like a dawn into morning and then twilight into evening type situation. Okay. So we'll see. Just a way for me to keep track of it. All right, so you guys head out into the zone. What is your plan? This first square that you're heading into, I'm assuming, is Lay Foods. Or you guys are on that screen, right? That's the one you guys are on. Is your big travel map?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you guys can move your token yourself. So that first one is Lay Foods. Did you guys? You had briefly mentioned checking Lay Foods to see if there was some more food there.
I'm going to push to stop.
Okay. I'm not opposed.
Okay, so you're going to spend that 4 hours there instead of doing a
Correct.
1 hour move right fucking through it. Okay. All right, so I think it's technically the way that's the person that actually has the best role for it would be your stalker, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
like that actually be the one that...
Because they have the know the zone specialty, kind of.
So let me roll that. All right, so talents, the find a path one. Let's see. Well, that's not talent, it's just their normal skill. Sorry, I'm in the wrong thing. I just want to make sure I'm using the right, whatchamacallit with it. Attribute.
I'm guessing it's wits.
That's what I think too, but I want to make sure.
Find the path, agility.
Agility, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I thought it might be something weird and linked to their normal stat. All right, so who wants to roll it for me? Kyle, weather roll? You want to do that?
Yep. I'm good at those.
All right. So you're going to roll me 5 and 3. 5 agility, 5 base dice, and 3 skill dice.
2 success, no ones.
All right, so 2 successes.
I'm sorry, a 1 on a green die, but I don't know, real die.
Right. All right, so...
By the way, Gasper has a 5 agility, just FYI.
Yeah, but this is still the find a path skill that's like specific to the stalkers that does this. All right, so with your guys' find a path roll, Frank's able to find a much safer route through here than you all had traveled through. Like you're kind of like, oh, this is a lot easier than the weird way we had gone through. Here's the thing. The extra success means that you guys could get a stunt from this.
A what?
Stunt. So you said potentially looking for more food?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is that the route you want to go because it's the Whole Food? Because it's Lay Foods?
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather food or water?
Water. He says selfishly, not listening to anybody else.
Jeremy? Chris?
Um,
As far as I'm concerned, it's a vote amongst the three of you.
I've got 8 food, 7 water, so I'm fine with either.
I'm 4 food, 5 water. I'm good either way.
Water.
Okay. All right. Kyle, roll me a d6.
2.
Yeah, so Frank's able to find you guys another 2 rations of rot-free water out here. By the way, it says you find D6 rations of rot-free water. Rot water is usually plentiful. Kyle.
Drink up.
So when you guys come up here to the Chicago River, if you want to fill up on some rot water, you are more than welcome to at that point. But yeah, so you guys kind of search around, and that's what he's able to find is some rot-free water. Maybe it was like, I don't know, I wouldn't say bottled water because I feel like that would go bad, but you know.
I have a curious question. Let's say you're like on the brink of thirst, dying of thirst, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would still be like the cost-benefit analysis. It'd still be better to drink rot water and deal with the rot than it would be to like go thirsty, wouldn't it?
Potentially.
Better
unless
be
you
alive
start taking
than sick
damage from the...
dead.
See, 'cause that's the thing. If you drink the rot water, you have to roll to see if you take damage from it. So maybe it's a, you know, it's a maybe. So, I mean, statistically speaking, yes. In the short term, that's like, it's better to drink your own urine than die today of dehydration.
Yeah, I
but,
think you'd be desperate
you know,
enough where you would actually drink the rot water.
Yeah, probably. But eventually it would be it hit a point where you would gather enough rot that it would be, you know.
I didn't mean repeatedly. I meant in like
Right.
in a pinch.
Yeah. Pinch it off and then drink some rot water.
And if you're Bear Grylls, it's better to just drink your own urine.
For like, I think what is it, once, twice maybe? Like after that, it's bad. I think it's not great for you anyway. So
You're better off drinking someone else's urine. There's enough of us.
Everybody pass to the left.
That's right.
all right, so that's what you guys are able to find in that sector for this period of time. You guys want to continue on? You can either go. I don't know if that X is visible where you guys can see it from where you are, but it's actually like one. It's a little bit. Oh shit! It just moved on me. It's supposed to be right there.
You said Frank's the stalker.
Yeah, Frank's the stalker. So you guys could go diagonal if you so choose, or you could keep going west. It's up to you all.
Is there any benefit to traveling on the narrative roads?
There aren't. I mean, here's the thing, Jeremy. This is like...
I didn't know. Had to ask.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's not even roads. That's the remnants of the
Oh,
L.
that's an L.
Yeah, that's the L map. That's, zigzagging through there. So there's tracks, but that's not really going to make a difference.
There's a part of me that thinks we should go diagonal 1 north and west because that's where the L goes through, and I think that'd be really cool to cross the river using the L. Narratively, I think that'd be neat.
I concur.
If it's still standing.
I mean, unless you want to swim the river, that's kind of where we're at, right? That would be my suggestion.
It's up to you guys. Which way do you want to go? Northwest or west? Because you can pick either one. Or north, back to that ash desert that you were in before. That's also an option.
I don't want to go to the ash desert. That sounds bad.
Northwest sounds fine.
Okay. All right, so you head up to the northwest. Roll me another 5 and 3, Kyle, for Max.
I thought it was Frank.
Or, sorry, roll, for Frank. Sorry.
Which one is Max?
Max is the leader person of that group that's back at the other place.
Oh, so we don't have Max.
No.
Okay.
Another 2 success.
Wait, I thought... What was the name of the guy that we poisoned?
That was Sosa.
Sosa.
Yeah.
All right, so... what did you get, Kyle, as far as the...
2 success again.
2 successes. All right, so success, you can find a safe path and spot any threats in the zone before they spot you. And that's the main thing about the find the path. It's like you're spotting the threat before it spots you, which is why, and that's the difference between like the, not recon, but the...
Scout?
Scout. Yeah, Scout, like you'll notice it, but that just means you notice it noticing you, which is different than noticing it before it notices you. So that's the...
And then I've got Bloodhound now, too.
Right. But that's still just a bonus to Scout, which is noticing it notices
help but
you.
Notice you, noticing me, noticing you.
Whereas this one actually helps them. You notice it before it notices you. That's the key difference. All right, so as you kind of move into this area, the buildings themselves seems like what was once a neighborhood, more so, like an urban neighborhood. A lot of the buildings actually have been devastated. There's rusty rebar protruding from broken blocks of concrete that once were the walls of homes. The ruins are scorched by explosions and riddled with bullet holes. And there's like small craters that pockmark the area. And that's kind of what you see as you're going through here right now. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Sorry, I'm literally doing these zones as we go, so I'm discovering them too. All right, so as far as the extra success that Frank got, what do you guys want to do with that as far as it is? Because you could find an artifact in the sector if there's one to be found. You still might have to struggle to get your hands on it. You can assess the general level of rot in the sector. You can find D6 bullets if they're there. You can find D6 rations, like a food, rot rations. So D6 rations of water. The exploration of this sector only takes half the time, so then you would move through it in 2 hours instead of 4 hours. Or you rush through the sector in a quarter of the time it would take to explore it, and you avoid all threats, but the sector does not count as having been explored, and you find no artifacts, grub, or water. Those are the stunts. So you could find stuff like artifacts, grub, water, food, or you could go through it quicker.
I don't know that we're necessarily to the point where time is of the essence.
I'm kind of leaning towards go through it quicker because we only have so much grub and water. And it's relatively close to the Ark. We should be able to explore it on the way back if, you know?
Yeah, but we could find an artifact with that roll.
But we already have a thing that we need to do.
And I say we kind of move a little quicker because we know that near the river is where they come out of the tubes and tunnels. So I'd say we talk about double timing it to get a little farther away from where we know the zone ghouls have purchase.
Yeah.
Also, and I'll throw this out there just because it would be relevant to the decision-making process. Frank kind of looks at y'all and like points up at the skies like, you guys smell that and see those clouds? The darker part there?
Rain's coming.
Acid rain, specifically. Can you smell that on the air? That
no.
It's a extra like chemical smell to it. We need to get through here quicker, or before it comes in.
All right, let's move.
Unless you want to fuck around.
No, let's go. Let's go.
Because that would kind of go into that, like you rush through the sector in a quarter of the time. They would take to explore it. You avoid all threats, but the sector does not count as having been explored.
One of the threats being the weather.
Right. Exactly.
I don't want Titus getting any acid rain on him.
All right, let's book it. Let's go.
All right, so you guys book it through and move on to the next sector. And that means that this one, like I said, is only, what was it, a quarter of the time? Cool. So that's like an hour.
Yeah.
All right, so you book it through that sector, and where are you guys headed? I'm
straight across.
West. All right. Kyle, go ahead and roll me another zone roll.
5 + 3. 3 successes. And a 1, but we're not pushing things, right?
You can push them if you really want to,
No.
but I mean,
I would push zeros. I don't know that.
it would be Frank that's taking the damage. So or the exhaustion. That was 016, right? That was when we were in?
Yes.
Okay, and then you guys move over into N16. All right, so you move into N16. And what'd you get as far as the roll? Again,
Three
Kyle, how many
successes.
3 successes. All right, so each one of those stunts would be a separate instance of that. As you move into this, it's labeled as like decayed ruins. You see a tall building that rises towards yellow haze of the zone sky, and the concrete is withered and broken, and all the hundreds of windows have fallen from their frames. Now the zone wind blows right through the many floors of the majestic building. Every floor is filled by small, identical apartments. Only the top floor looks different, with bigger and more luxurious accommodations, if you can get all the way up there. You also see a bunch of like flowers that seem kind of out of place spread across what would be the street, has now been kind of overtaken by vegetation. And what do you want to do with those extra 2 successes?
Well, we're still wanting to move fast. But can we move fast and look for an artifact?
No, that would be, it depends. If you want to do the exploration in half the amount of time, then yes. But that's if there's an artifact to be found. But you also won't know that unless it's up to you guys.
I like the time and artifact. That's up to you guys.
Let's do it. We're going to look for an artifact in half the time.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Artifacts. What is that? Threat as well. Hold on. If I rolled these ahead of time, it'd be...
What was the description for the square?
There's a tall building, like kind of like a skyscraper that's been, a lot of the windows are broken, withered.
Okay.
The concrete as well. It's hundreds of floors up, and the top ones look like they might have been like the luxurious apartments.
Okay.
But
yep. Thank you.
But yeah, yep. So as you're kind of looking around for artifacts, Frank also points out. He's like, "Shh, hold on. Here, everyone, hide." And off in the distance, you see this group of what looks like humanoid animals.
Did you just say humanoid animals?
Yes, but like non-human animals, like beasts, like a bear, maybe some dogs, but they're like walking on hind legs.
I don't like it.
That's freaky.
And they're headed off towards the north, and they're wearing like clothing and weapons. And they seem to be, they look like they're hunting right now.
Nothing to do with them.
No, thank you.
We're going to lay low.
All right, so you guys kind of hide for a little bit. And I think I do need to make you guys roll a stealth check to hide from, now that I think about it. So, which one of you three has the lowest stealth? We'll just do it that way.
I'm a 4 total on sneak.
Same.
Sneak. Sorry, not stealth. Sneak.
I've got a 6.
All right.
Jeremiah's rolling.
All right, I'm rolling. That is 1 for skill and 3 for ability.
I'm sure I'm supposed to make everybody roll, but I kind of like the Twilight 2000 version of like just the person with the lowest roll. Just for like speed and efficiency.
I got nothing across the board.
Do you want to push it?
I don't want to get eaten by a bear, so yeah.
Or a rodent person, or a wolf dog type person.
Nope, nothing across the board.
All right, so tell me what that looks like, Jeremy. Demeter trying to hide and doing a very bad job at it.
So they're in the skyscraper looking around, and she hears Frank go, look over there, everybody hide. And she walks up to the window just to get a glimpse of what's happening, and her shoulder bumps against a piece of glass and it falls out of the second story and crashes to the floor.
All right, and you see this group of beast people like look over and they look up at the floor you all are at, and they start to they take off away from you all.
Fuck, shit, sorry, shit, fuck, I'm sorry.
Oh, what the hell were those things? They had guns and they looked like they were looking for stuff.
That was some weird shit.
But those wasn't people.
No, they weren't people. They were definitely animals.
Was that real?
Frank, have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I've seen some of them around before.
What?
Yeah. Some of the stalkers say that they're coming from further north, but not quite sure.
If Titus jumps up on those back legs, I'm getting out of here.
You guys remember Greg? You guys remember the stalker Greg died a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
He used to go out like real far.
Yeah.
He referred to them as creatures of the wheel because he saw them near this place with a giant wheel. So I don't know. It was like further north somewhere. I don't know. He didn't really tell me.
Possible
exactly
they were at Navy Pier.
No, it was further north than that place. That's south of the Ark. It was way farther north.
Traveling circle.
And he like shows you on the map. He's like somewhere up here, and it's like all the way to like the top end of the map. No looking at real maps, Chris.
I'm not.
All right. So now what I need from somebody, and I don't really care who, to roll me 3d6. A d6, d6, d6. So d666. So
I'll do it.
So yellow is the first digit. Are you doing 3 different colors or?
Yes. Yellow, green,
Okay.
black. So it'll go yellow, green, black.
Yep.
535.
535. So as you're looking around in this skyscraper for a couple hours, you are able to find an artifact. Holy shit. You guys find a semi-automatic pistol.
Whoa.
I should probably screenshot this at some point and send you guys what exactly that is. If I had the gear cards, which I really wish I did, or artifact cards, I'd be able to give it to you. But let me just give you the basic stats. It is a +2 bonus. It does 2 damage, and its range is short. So he kind of like, Frank pulls open this drawer and goes, hey, like holds up this semi-automatic pistol, drops the magazine out of it, looks in it, and is like, it's empty.
Holy cow, that thing's pretty... What? Wow, I've not...
And then he stuffs it in his pants.
Out of curiosity, mechanically, gameplay-wise, would our bullets fit?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, for intents and purposes, the bullets fit. Because Jeremy was all whiny about ammo sizes.
That's right, because they're infinite.
Just want to make sure it's true.
No, they're not. If you look in the rules in one of those other sections, it's like, you could do it this way. And Jeremy's like, fuck that, that's bullshit. So, yeah, we're fine. But yeah, so it counts as a light item and as a clip. And that's the artifact y'all are able to find here in the 2 hours of maneuvering and searching around. I'm assuming you guys are going to go to the next O16, N16.
Yeah. We're just going to move on to the next one, right?
Long as those things are gone, do we think they're far enough away?
Yeah, they seem to have moved past us, so...
All right.
Moving on to...
They didn't have any interest in engaging with y'all, so...
Well, that's good.
All right, so you guys continue moving west, right?
Yes, to M16.
M16? All right. Kyle, do you want to roll me another?
1 success.
This thing just popped up, and I'm like, is that what I think it is? I got to look it up to make sure it is what I think it is. All right, so as you move in, you're kind of going through, and there's this, like, seems like it must have been a fancier neighborhood because it's like lots of much larger houses. It's like but they're like dilapidated mansions, right? It's a dark, decrepit house that you see that was old even before the fall. It's built of wood and stone and was somehow managed to withstand the decades of neglect. And the next thing's like, what could be hidden in its dark halls? ? Now, this was only 1 success. Do you want to try to push the roll for Frank and get more successes to try to get stunts out of this?
I just want to be successful so we get a little farther down.
Well, because you won't be able to use it to stunt to, like, do anything quicker. Like, this makes it all just like a normal 4-hour increment at this point.
Where are we at? And are we on our 3rd 4-hour, or are we?
Yeah, you will be at this point. You will. This will take up your 3rd 4-hour one because I'm going to round up.
Yeah, then I'll just stay at 1.
Okay.
So who else has shoot?
My shoot is 4.
My shoot is 6.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah, it's based on agility.
That's fair. That's true. Yeah.
And I use a slingshot.
So Frank kind of gives you guys a signal. It's like, hold up. And in one of those, like, larger houses, that, like, dilapidated mansion, he kind of points out that there's these, what appear to be another group of people with, like, scrap spears.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, and when you look at it, Jeremy, like Demeter, you're like, that's nothing fancy. It's literally like they have sharp sticks. Like, that's it. Like, no one really did anything more to that. And Frank's like, shh, tells you guys to be quiet. And, like, just barely off in the distance, you can hear, like, and that seems to be the limits of their communications with each other as you're watching them. But they don't seem to have noticed you all. And Frank's like, do we, you all want to avoid them?
Yeah, go around. Why? Yeah, go around.
They might have food or something.
We avoided the bear people. These people apparently can't fucking even talk.
Yeah, but they had
How many of them are there?
claws. Looks like about twice as many as y'all.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck no. We're going around.
Maybe if we weren't outnumbered, but no.
We got other shit we gotta do.
All right, we can move it on then. Keep on moving along. And this would be your last travel 4-hour period. So, let me do a thing real quick. L16, is that where you moved into, Jeremy? Yep. Okay. I'm tracking it on a different map, one that, like, generates the shit for you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, L16, yeah.
Yeah.
If I click off of it, it fucks up what I was doing.
Hold on a second. I got to figure out one thing. I'm trying to remember how weak rot works. Because I think y'all are about to take a point of rot.
You're about to take a point of rot.
Your mom's about... I'm sorry.
So travel. There we go.
Somewhat related. I'm curious as to how much rot I've actually accumulated in real life.
Oh, no. It's every day. Okay. All right. All right. So you moved into L... whatever it is. Right, Jeremy?
16.
L16? Okay. And this is like the sun's starting to come down now. It's like you guys are headed into that, like, end part of the day. Kyle, roll me a roll 5 and 3, whatever it is.
1 success and 2 1s.
So not pushing it?
Not pushing this one.
All right. All right, so you guys come across another area where there's these field of these giant yellow flowers again. And they're massive, right? Like they stand about as tall as you guys are. There's some taller buildings again in this sector compared to the previous one. And other than that, it seems to be relatively quiet. But there's, like I said, these taller buildings again. Like the remnants of some skyscrapers. Because apparently they built out further in Chicago with some skyscrapers. Maybe their zoning rules got more laxed as it got closer to the apocalypse. They became more like Houston. Where it's just like, build your skyscraper where the fuck you want. But yeah, I mean, you guys don't have any other threat here, but you could move past it even if whatever. But I mean, this is the end of it. So like the end of the day at this point.
Yeah,
so if you want to
probably sleep here,
find a place to camp out, maybe in like one of those skyscrapers or something.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best way to go.
Where you can get a good vantage point up higher.
Anytime the GM suggests something like that, I feel like we should do that.
I mean, high ground's always...
Toad and I usually go to the high location, so why don't we try to camp out in this skyscraper?
Gasper loves high ground.
I mean, honestly, the high ground actually is better for the stalker.
But yeah.
Like the stalker could literally look into the next sector from the high ground of the skyscraper and be like, hey, over there is this. We could go around that and go over there.
Hey.
You know? Yeah. All right. So you guys make your way up into this skyscraper and are going to kind of make a camp for the night, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Kyle, did you have any intent on... Oh, it's all water, so you don't have to worry about it. The rot-free water. But we see you guys kind of making camp for the night in this skyscraper, and Frank's looking out to the west, and you can see that sun setting over there. And the tracks of what remains of the blue line heading off into the west. And it's like we could almost see this like ghost image of the train going along it. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, just kind of get up there and get ready for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Is the sun completely down?
Yeah, at this point, the sun's starting to go down for all intents and purposes, but yeah.
Gotcha.
I'd say you got like an hour left maybe before nightfall, but if you put your hand out, it's the distance between the top of your index finger and your pinky from the horizon.
I have
each finger's 15 minutes.
I have the human plant ability. It doesn't give time frames. I just want to know when's the best time to check that off, kind of thing, or can it just be as we're going?
4 hours ago.
I think you probably could have counted it as you were going along. Okay. That's probably fine. Yeah. You just have to spend a mutant point. Speaking of which, Kyle, last time you spent a mutant point and you didn't roll for me, roll me a d6.
Oh, yeah. A 1.
Oh, okay. Hold on. This was from when you healed yourself before you went to go talk to... So we're retconning now. This is what we're doing. We're retconning. All right. So you rolled a 1 on that mutation. I need you to roll me another d6. Because that means there was a misfire.
Mm-hmm. A 3.
3. The mutation consumes twice the amount of MP you intended to spend on it. Without increasing the effect, you can't drop below 0 MP. So you lose another MP from that other time you spent that MP.
Deal.
And now you can...
And now I'll go ahead and fire one off again. Another D6.
Another D6. Every time you use a mutant point, you have to roll a D6.
4 on that one.
Okay, but you're fine. Doesn't misfire.
But the first misfire, he also develops a new mutant point.
No, that's only if he rolls a 1 again.
Oh.
That's what the second roll is
I keep messing that up.
I know. You jump to that second step.
I love
it. Does a misfire happen? Yes or no? No?
Yeah, because I can misfire and double the output if I roll a 6 on the second, right?
Yeah, you don't roll that table every time, Jeremy. Only if you misfire on the...
I know.
I kind of want to misfire and get, like, visibly,
another mutation?
Like, bark-like skin.
I mean, but if that happens, you lose an attribute point and gain another mutation. But, yeah, anyway. So yeah, so you heal up over that time. Now the next thing we're going to do is everybody's going to get a point of rot. So everybody adds on a point of rot because you've been going through weak rot the whole time.
But I have a rot eater.
Sure. You take a point of rot.
Why do I have to have a worthless ability?
It's not worthless.
It is completely worthless.
Take a point of damage. Here, have Toad punch you in the face, and then you can use that to heal it.
But I can use plant for it. Again, everything.
But you get rid of the
literally
rot.
does nothing.
But you get rid of the rot.
Now, Jeremy, the people with rot suits, it's going to work differently.
Oh, yeah, I have a rot suit.
Right. So the way the rot suit is, you actually roll against that.
It's
I
3.
think 3?
Yeah.
I had a point of rot on my character. I think that's from when we went and got the rot for the poison.
I think it was when you. Yeah, I think it was when you fell into it. Roll a d6, Chris. This is just to see if it's permanent or not.
4.
Okay, no, it goes away. Just leave that one there then. But so everyone roll a d6 for this point of rot that you're taking, a base die.
3.
2.
3.
Okay, so it wouldn't do a point of damage, but the rot suit's also Jeremy. I mean, you're still going to take the point of rot, I think, if I remember correctly. It's just against the trauma, is the way the rot suit works.
I don't remember. It's been like 2 weeks. Rot suits. Typically they provide protection rating 3. This means you get to roll 3 gear dice every time you suffer a rot point. If you roll 1 or more nuclear successes, the suit absorbs a rot point. But for every explosion, Bane, you roll, the protection rating decreases 1 step. The suit can be repaired just like any other piece of equipment. So
in other words, if you rolled a success, you don't take a point.
Right. I have yet to roll the 3 gear die.
Okay.
I got no successes and no 1.
Okay. And you also didn't get a 1 on the...
I got a 3 on the other roll.
Yeah. All right. So you're good on that. All right. But everyone takes a point of rot, and we'll have to find out tomorrow if it's... or later on if it's permanent or not.
I don't like the zone. I don't like it. I don't like being out here.
And we see the sun inching towards the horizon.
May I clarify more rot things?
Sure.
So if I have a point of rot,
Yep.
and it doesn't hurt me, and it's not permanent, but I still have a lingering rot, then each day I have to see if it hurts me and see if it's permanent.
Yes.
So there's no benefit to holding on to rot.
No.
That's the best part of Rot Eater, man. You use it and it goes away.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeremy's 100% right.
I know, but I can't just keep a bank of it because it'll eat me alive.
Yeah, that's the point. But you get to get rid of it. It's going to kill the rest of us. You can use it. That's why I haven't understood why you don't see the benefit of Rot Eater. Like,
also, if you take damage from it, you could be like, nope. And like,
Yeah, that's just, yeah.
Yeah. You just got to spend the mutant points to not.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else gets to do anything remotely close to that.
it's a fucking cool ability, and I'm super jealous.
It's not overpowered. You're not fucking Captain Marvel. Just flinging fucking radiation at people.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. All right. So we see the sun inching towards the horizon. A bit like that fast forward kind of, you can see the clouds moving along, and it's just like time lapsing towards the horizon. You guys chit-chatting about anything? Anybody want to talk to one of the NPCs or each other? Toad?
Hey, Toad.
Yeah.
How many rations do you think we could get out of the dog?
I mean, what's its strength? Because I think that's what his cook ability is based off of.
I don't know.
Chris, what's the dog's strength? Is it 3?
I'm not answering that.
I believe it's 3.
He looks pretty fatted up.
Is it 4?
Do you think we could feed him like a couple
I think we could get at least 4 I think that would feed 4 of us for a day, probably.
Man.
Yeah.
Either way, he'd quit drooling everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Can Gasper hear this?
Roll, I don't know, whatever it is that you would use to hear and or see things.
Scout.
Roll scout. No, you don't get your bloodhound ability added to it because your dog doesn't understand the words. Doesn't qualify in this situation. Jeremy, what's your sneak?
1 success.
Not even trying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hear it.
I wanted so much for you to roll that and it'd be like 3 successes and you'd be like, it doesn't matter, it's a fucking dog.
So yeah, you do hear them talking about it over there. Like, how many rations would the dog make?
He's kind of the size of a pig, right?
Yeah, that's like 4 meals.
You know, you're going to be grateful he's here sometime.
Yeah, we'll get hungry.
So, actually, I'm a bit peckish now.
All right, so what's anybody else going to do during this time? Nothing?
Nah. Consumed water and food.
All right.
I'm going to take a nap.
Oh, yeah. Consume.
As the sun's starting to set, we see Frank kind of like over at the window, like looking out. Frank comes over to you, Gasper. He's like, hey, I'm going to keep an eye out for now. Or do you want to can you take a watch for me for one of the two, like for about half the night so I could get some sleep?
Yeah, Titus and I can keep watch. He hears everything.
Okay. Sounds good. You want to take first watch or second? Doesn't matter to me.
We can take first watch.
All right. I'm going to rack out. We see Frank go over and finds a place to lay down. And you guys, there's this weird smell. And you guys suddenly remember that Stinky Pete's there, too. Hi, guys.
I did totally forget Stinky Pete was here.
Anybody have any more rations? I could really use some water. I'm very thirsty.
Demeter looks over at Toad and goes,
It would help with my halitosis.
talk to Gasper.
Casper,
And
do you have any water?
I'll give you water if you drink it over there.
Thank you very much.
We had the 2 that we found today, so.
All right, mark off a ration of water from somewhere then.
It's so unfortunate because Stinky Pete is actually likable.
We see Stinky Pete take that ration of water and like tuck it in a bag.
Less likable now.
Closes the bag.
So if we see, and keep an eye out for the corpse eater to see if he's chewing on anything dead on the way past.
That's Stinky Pete, same person. And Chris, you're watching, and it seems fucking quiet. Like you don't really hear anything. Just the wind whistling past the skyscraper through the night, and there's that yellow haze in the sky, so you can barely, you can't even really make out stars. You know, every once in a while there might be a little break in that haze where you can like see the moon like through it instead of just that glow. Go ahead. You look like you have a question.
This might be a dumb question, but if we were to get further away from the city, would the sky be better?
No.
That sucks.
Maybe. I mean, there's no light pollution, so.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was just like pollution and city,
I mean, maybe, but, I don't know. Y'all have never gone that far away from the Ark. Like, at this point, this might be the furthest Gasper's gone from the Ark.
Yeah, the whole time that he's kind of like whisper talking to Titus.
Mm-hmm.
Look how far outside the ark we are. Maybe we can find some interesting, fun things for you to chase. I don't know why the guys are always so mean to you. They don't know all the things that you can do.
Scratch, 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 scratch. Scratch, 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 scratch.
That's okay. You're my best bud.
As you're sitting there looking out the window, you feel something drop onto your lap.
Rat?
No, it's a hand. Severed hand. It's all like rotten and like their bone, like ligaments and tendons still kind of holding it together, but it's starting to get kind of gross.
Stinky Pete Zillowig.
Yeah, I was just about to say Stinky Pete comes walking over, is like, are you gonna eat that?
No, we're playing fetch with it. That's his.
Oh. Well, when he's done with it, if you want to.
Sure.
He like drifts backwards into the shadow.
You're kind of creepy.
Sorry about that.
I mean, he'd give it back as just a bone to play with. He just
Yeah. He just wants to eat the meat off of it. That's all.
Stinky Pete's becoming less likable now. Yeah, it's getting weird.
And some time goes by, and it's about the point where you and Frank would be switching out. And Frank comes over and it's like, I'll take over.
We didn't hear or see anything. I mean, it's dead quiet.
All right. Well, I'm going to look out there a little bit further, see if I can figure out a good path for us in the morning when the sun starts to come up. So,
Okay.
and he points. He's like, "That's pretty much straight where we're going." And I think through there a little ways is where the old like metal bird graveyard is. One of the two that's out here. I think it's pretty much straight that way. So we're going to have to either go through that or around it at some point.
What do you mean metal bird graveyard?
Metal bird graveyard. You know, like big metal birds. And they're just blasted and kind of in pieces all over the place. Not real birds. Birds aren't real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They look like really big birds, but they're made out of metal.
What are they for?
I don't know.
Can we check them out when we go by them?
Yeah, we could look around.
Okay. All right, we're going to get some sleep. Wake us if anything happens.
Yeah, we'll do. And we see Frank kind of scoping out to the west. Anyone else planning on doing anything specific in the night?
Nope.
just bed. Yorick's a little tuckered out.
We see off in the east, the sun starting to just peek up, and we can see the light from the rising sun starting to brighten up the sky. And we see Frank looking off to the west, the direction you guys are going to be headed.
That's a nice episode. Just the traveling.
Yeah.
It's going to build to something bad.